Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for March 2024. This is for Taurus and Taurus rising. We're going to jump right into it. This is a loaded month. You know, there's less aspects than last month, but it's still so much happening. First things first, March is amazing. March is lovely. It's amazing. It's a gorgeous month. It's refreshing. Very energetic. A lot of like new beginning energy. Okay. It can also be really emotionally moving. It can be very spiritual as well. And you may feel it. It's going to be a very social month for you, for sure. For Taurus, oh my goodness. And I want you to be social, but you were moving like inch by inch closer and closer to your hopes and wishes and dreams. You're going to feel a lot of that this month because we have so much activity in Pisces. Now, what does that mean? We have Venus and Mars moving into Pisces pretty much until May. All right. That's going to be a big thing. And that is also the first half of the month. We have the sun in Pisces. Don't forget, we have Saturn in Pisces. We have Neptune in Pisces. So you see all this energy in Pisces in your 11th house of your social network, your community, organizations you belong to, groups you belong to, even social media, but also your hopes and wishes and dreams. And, you know, if you think about like ancient astrology, if you think about like when astrology first began, it was the 11th house where the reason why these two are lumped in the 11th house is because back then it's like the people you knew could connect you to your hopes and wishes and, you know, make those come to your fruition. So be social. Okay. Be social this month. You've got it. You've absolutely got it. And you know, February was really intense. We had a lot of major conjunctions. I'm sure you felt it. It was a very intense month. This month is really more like taking all that, you know, empowerment energy that you felt in February and really ascending now, really using it. Picture yourself as like a character in a video game. Okay. Mortal Kombat, whatever it is, you got all those coins and all that energy. And now you're just going to the next level. All right. With all that energy you have, use it now. You're going to feel it this month. You're going to feel it this month. A lot of compassion going around this month. It's such a beautiful month. If you're an artist of any kind, very creative month. It is a great month for artists and musicians and things like that. But interior designers, you got this. It really is, again, a month of new beginnings. One of the reasons why is because we officially enter like Aries season. This is going to be really, really big. And we're going to talk about this. All right. That's going to be a big thing for you. I'll talk about it later, but the sun is exalted in Aries. So, you know, that is kind of like go, go, go energy, like full steam ahead. You know, Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. So it really is like when I say this refreshing, like fresh new take on things, you're going to feel it. The other thing is this month, no retrogrades. This is the last month. The last month of the year, we have no retrograde. So you are really going to feel this like go, go, go energy. And I want you to do, you know, a little happy dance right now. Okay. As you listen to this, because there's a lot of things happening this month. We have a new moon in Pisces. Yep. I said it. We have a new moon in Pisces. New beginnings. All right. That's happening like the same month as the equinox. And lastly, Taurus, this is the first month that we have the eclipse. Okay. Eclipse season begins in March. We have a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra at the end of the month. We're going to talk about that later. All right. Just know something's coming to an end. All right. This actually, and so remember, I've talked about the lunar nodes, the north node, you know, your destiny, your purpose, your calling, all of that. And then the south node is like, you know, kind of like something coming to an end. You really putting the stamp on something and it's leaving now. And that is in your sixth house. Okay. So this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra is your sixth house. Everyday activities, there's going to be a big shift. Okay. Sixth house is also like health and fitness. Something around there could come to an end, you know, and work is a big part of the sixth house too. And so it could even be just something that gives you a lot more room. It's, you know, this full moon lunar eclipse is pretty liberating. I really like it. Now, the last thing I'm going to mention that is going to be really big for you. Mercury is moving into Aries, not for 2 weeks, not for 3 weeks, until mid-May, 2.5 months. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Okay. That's all, all this energy that when we're moving into Aries, is your 12th house. Okay. So that is, the subconscious, that's intuition, a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination, and it just naturally fits with like Pisces season. So with that said, let's get started. So if you are new to my channel, I'm going to do your spread. After your spread, stick around because I break it down week by week. I pull a lot more cards and I tell you every little thing that you as a Taurus should note, okay? The good days, the days that may be challenging, the big days that are good. And again, if you're not feeling shifts in your life right now, you will feel it in March, especially in April when we get to your birthday season. Oh my goodness. So Taurus, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. For March 2024, again, this is for Taurus and Taurus rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to, but let's do it, Taurus. Let's get started. March 2024. I already almost forgot, like, what month are we? Taurus, I hope you're doing all right. Tell me what's going on. Listen, I do a traditional cult to cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. Wow. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Taurus, you know I love you. Thank you so much for being here. How did you get a haircut, Taurus? I like it. I do. I like your haircut. Taurus, you're good. You're good. Okay. You're absolutely good. This is going to be a great month for you. You're planning some stuff. Aren't you planning some stuff? You got some things to plan, maybe even a wedding, but listen, let's get started. You got the Empress. Okay. Hello. Amazing. Here's the thing. The Empress, ruled by Venus, like this is Venus, basically. Okay, you even see Venus in the stone-shaped heart here. Now, the Empress is a goddess. This is like really, really powerful energy, divine feminine energy, a lot of maternal energy here. You tapping into your maternal side there, and a lot of that could actually be a big thing for you. Remember, there's a lot of compassion that comes with Pisces season, with all these planets in Pisces, but there is a sense of like, even just like looking out for others. I really like that, but there is a sense of like you finally feeling this abundance entering your life. You finally feeling that there is a sense of abundance that's happening now. And good for you that you created it. You created it. So that's really amazing. You do see that she holds a golden scepter. Okay. So this golden scepter creates all that abundance and richness. And there is a sense of like sensuality in this card and sexuality as well. There is, she is pregnant too. So there is a sense of some of y'all having those moments where, you could be thinking about that, or it's happening now, and maybe someone in your family. But even if not, listen, the Empress is the birth of new things. It's creation. There's new things happening in your life, and it's like this abundance that you're feeling. You even see like, you look at the golden wheat, that's a new crop here. So when I say like the birth of new things, like new things are happening and you're entering this new place in your life of abundance, especially in March. Okay. So really, really, really absolutely nice. I really love this for you. It could be career too. Some of y'all may be having some big career moments. You're going to feel a lot of it toward the end of the month. Just the fact that, remember, even though Mars and Venus are moving into Pisces, they're still in Aquarius, okay? First half of the month, all right? Well, up until like the 11th. And so that is your 10th house of career. All right. But I really love this. There's so much magic here. Spend some time outdoors too. Promise me. You're earth signs. You're good at that. You're good at that. Here's the other thing, because it's going to like, it's restorative. All right. You're going to feel a lot of that this month. 2 of Cups in the heart of your spread. Come on, Taurus. Come on. Who are you? You're good. You're absolutely good. This is the card that we, in layman's terms, it's the soulmate card. It's the twin flame card. It's, 2 becoming 1. It's, it's Aristotle saying in 3rd century BCE, love is composed of 2 souls inhabiting one body. Like, this is that card. This is like transcendent, like beyond time and space, love transcending. This is really great. And there's obviously someone else involved here, right? This is two people. Now, there's a lot of healing in this card. There's a lot of healing energy this month, especially again with all this Pisces activity which it represents. So I really love that for you. So there is if there are old wounds that you need to heal, this is a month where you may find yourself doing that. Okay. There's also you can even see the medical symbol here, by the way. That indicates that it's the caduceus. But even still, this is really great. So there could be some partnership being formed, you meeting, your soulmate this month. There could be something, can be career related as well, feeling really good in a partnership and career. Even platonic, there could be something really platonic here. Remember what I said, all up to 5, 6, planets in Pisces that's happening right now, is in your 11th house of your social network. So forming really big bonds with friends and whatnot. It is a big thing here. It is a big thing. And a lot of self-love. Don't forget that self-love part. There's a saying, you can't love someone else unless you love yourself. And you know that, Taurus. You know that. You're ruled by Venus, by the way. So you know that. Now, you did get the 4 of Wands. Okay. So there could be something that you want that's really big that hasn't happened yet, and keyword is yet. Remember, this is a monthly spread, so just this month. Or you could feel like there's a big squeeze around it. Maybe the planning around it or the timing around it may not be right, okay? It may be a good idea to wait for something if you're looking to celebrate something, or, really looking for that big promotion or starting your own business. This may be a month where you may try to do some things, but the universe is just, it's pickleball, just pickleballing it back to you, because they're it's not the time. So I would just wait a little bit. I'm not saying that nothing would happen. I mean, you have the 2 ones in your future. I'll go ahead and say that. So yes, there may be a sense of planning a little bit more. So just use this month to plan, because when we move into Aries season, the latter half of the month, remember that is going to be your 12th house, a lot going on up here. But even still, there is something that this month, it really is almost there could be a little bit of a squeeze around something, a big milestone that you want to celebrate. Okay. It can be career. It can be a promotion, getting a new job, starting your business. It could be maybe even even home matters, moving. It could be getting proposed to, things like that. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but if you're planning it and you're finding all these Uranus squares, which we're going to have, and I'm going to talk about later, I'm feeling it. Maybe it's not, maybe I need to let things marinate, or just really think things out a little bit more. The reason why I'm harping on that is because you did get the devil in your crown. And so not a bad thing. Okay. It's just really there is a sense of something has got to give. As I said earlier, there is going to be, with new beginnings. Remember, we have the equinox, spring in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern. There is a sense of change in the air. Okay. And so in order to think about spring cleaning, right? You're bringing in all this abundant energy, but you got to clean things out, right? You got to get rid of some things. That's what this month is, especially with that lunar eclipse in Libra. Okay. That full moon lunar eclipse, something's got to come to, right. And a lot of it may be something that may not be the best thing for you. And it can be something, this card is addiction, it's vices, it's pessimistic thinking. It's those things where it's okay, I've got to get rid of this energy. It's really draining me. Now, the devil, I'm going to show you something. You see the 2 people from the Lovers card chained to the devil. So again, it can be a part of a relationship, or how you see a relationship. It could be something, remember, there is a sense of letting something go to let all these new things happen for you. Okay. So it could even be something about a relationship as well. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, right? It's all about choices. That's what this is. You can see the 2 people chained to the devil, but the chains are loose. They can break free anytime they want. So you have to have that recognition on what is that thing that may be holding me back, or something that is, draining my energy. It could even be maybe your, business partner is an energy vampire, and they sit there talking about like their hamster for 20 hours, and you're just like, something's got to change, right? Or you do you, try whatever you do, but just recognize it. All right. Now, the reason why I'm harping on that is because you also got the Ten of Wands too. So it is, look at him. Look at him squeezing the wands. When I talk about this big squeeze, it's a squeeze. Something's got to give. All right. And you know that this month, you will know that this month, I've got to drop a wand or two, because that's going to help me see moving forward. All right. You could be taking on a lot of responsibilities. Again, this is going to be a big thing, and it's going to be part of your transformation. I say this for two reasons. The first is because this card is attributed to Sagittarius, which rules your 8th house of transformation. So there is going to be something that it's almost like this month, there may be something that it can be a little challenging to like let go of some things, okay? Especially if you're distracting yourself from like seeing things that you have to see, okay? But recognize it, trust your intuition, really have that moment to do that. Secondly, this card is really highly associated with like work and doing a lot of work, and again, maybe taking on too much work and feeling a little burdened, feeling a little burnout, especially like if you are doing a lot of work and have your hand in a lot of different pots. Remember what I said. The big thing this month is the full moon lunar eclipse in your 6th house of work. Something's got to go to let something new in. This card is a 10 when 0 equals 1, new beginning. All right. So something has to come to completion, and you will definitely feel it, especially toward the end of the month. Right. But again, be active in that, participate in that, let those things go because you want them and you took action for it. Now you have the 2 wands in your future, you're planning. All right. There is a sense of what's coming next. I want you to know that, the 2 wands, I say it all the time, is possibly the most underrated card. It is such a powerful card. This card is actually attributed to Mars and Aries, and Mars rules Aries, but you do see him standing at the highest point in the castle, the world in his hand, okay? Think about, I made this reference before. Think about like if you lived in the medieval times, okay? And when tarot did come out, look at it. Think of him as just like, he just won this huge war, okay? Just won this huge war. Now what? What do I do now? So plan. What's next? You've made all these accomplishments, all these great things have happened, but now it's time to plan and think about like, what is that next step for me? All right. You want to be able to take that step though. So really set this time like to plan. And again, I'm going to actually show you something here. You see one of the ones is bolted to the wall. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So not really ready to go into this next step until everything makes sense, until everything's perfectly planned, until, wands do not like being bolted down. So this isn't going to be like forever. You're eventually going to have to move forward, but make sure that you plan. Now, let's get to your staff. Taurus. Ooh, who are you? This is you. I love that you got the 2 of Cups. I feel like you're always getting the 2 of Cups. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on, Taurus. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. I really do appreciate it. I'm grateful. You are amazing too, by the way, and you're good. Okay. So there is going to be a sense of like a little bit of like the thing that you have to let go. It's almost like some of y'all know what y'all got to let go, and it may be like really hard for you, but you will persevere. Okay. You're going to be fine. Look, you got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is a sense of like working toward the things that you want. And it seems like you know that too. You're investing a lot of time into the things that you want. You may be like so laser focused on it, especially with the 10 of Wands here as well. And so keep at it, but just remember, recognize that one thing. Okay. Actually, there could be something. When you step away from everything, from like circumstances you're in and situations you're in, when you really take a step back, it's almost like when when you take, a spiritual journey away from your family and your lover, whatever it is, you remove yourself from like your world, right? You get a good idea of like what's going on, right? It's almost like that. Take a moment to
you may be working so much and going after the things that you want to a point where there's some things that if you step out of that, you may recognize some things that you're like, oh, I could tweak this, or oh, I actually am really good at this. And I'm going to bring this into this situation. All right. So recognize that there may be some skill that you have that you're not utilizing. All right. So this is a month where it could all come through, especially when, we do move into Pisces, Aries season, all that 12th house activity. But remember, Pisces already rules the 12th house. So you're still feeling it all month. All right. So now you did get the 9 of Swords in your external factors area. All right. So this is a card where there's just like, yeah, something may actually end for you that you didn't want to end, but you have to see it as like it was meant to happen. Then we're talking about the North Node, the South Node. We're talking about the eclipses here that's happening in Libra. This is a full moon lunar eclipse. What happens during lunar eclipses, or even just full moons, completion, right? Conclusion, culmination of something. So there could be eclipses are really strong. And so there could be something that does come to an end where you're just like, what? But you have to see it as like this was meant to happen for you. There is a touch of fate and destiny with these nodes, okay? The shifting of the nodes and even with these eclipses. So recognize it first so it doesn't feel like surprising, and just make peace with it. All right. The other thing is there could be someone in your life that's not ready to let something go. All right. It could be you that has all this power right now, and you could just be like, we really got to get rid of this, keg from 1998 that's been in our living room for a long time from this one house party we had. I think it's time to let it go. And then your roommate's like, no. And so there's something that you would probably might want to do this month where someone else could be like, and they could feel like, this is not what I pictured. This is not what I wanted. But you're going to have that compromise. You're going to have to really talk things out. And so that could be something else that happens this month where you just recognize it, all right? Tap into your intuition. Your intuition is going to make all the difference, all right? Intuition is, you use your intuition every day. Everyone uses intuition every day. It's just a matter of like really heightening it now. And again, you will feel a lot of it this month with all this Pisces energy and Aries energy, actually, for you particularly, Taurus, not for everyone. This is just for you. Okay. Now, King of Wands. All right. So really great. I absolutely love the fact that you got the King of Wands. There is a sense of all you want to do is move forward. You do want to, it's almost like you're putting a lot of work, energy, blood, sweat, tears, time, everything into something possibly work related. You really set your goals. You really are, going for it now. All right. And again, all this energy in Aries is that anyway, right? Go. Let's do it. So really keep going. Absolutely keep going. Get to that point. And you'll get there. All right. Get there. But just don't do anything that's like burdensome. All right. Anything. Remember, there's a lot of other aspects happening this month that I'm gonna point out for you. But there is a sense of like make sure you do let something go. Especially with a devil in your crown. So be sure to do that. And it could be something very spiritual to you as well. There is a sense of like you tapping into your spirituality to identify what that is. The devil is Capricorn, ruling your 9th house of spirituality. So it could be something that you're seeing or believing, or even a philosophy of yours that may not be working, but it's just something that you're so used to for so long. And that is the one thing that you may have to let go. Remember, I said the devil also represents pessimistic thinking. So it could be like something that you're like convincing yourself, this cannot work out, or I don't believe this will ever work out for me. It's like getting rid of those thoughts as well. And you're going to be fine because you got the Ace of Swords in your final outcome. You're good. You're absolutely good. That's true perception right there. That is like new way of thinking. That's new ideas. That's breakthrough in clarity. That's breakthrough in ideas, and a lot of that is going to be shaping this month anyway. But this is absolutely great. A lot of like, even if like it's like a lot of peace in the Ace of Swords as well. Okay, there is like that olive branch. There is victory here. There's everything here that you would want in the Ace of Swords. But remember, aces are new beginnings, new opportunities, new cycles. Like they bring in new change. Swords are all about change. So you can expect new change, but especially in the way that you see things, maybe ideas that you have. You may have like these groundbreaking new ideas. You could become the next Shakespeare, right, fellow Taurus. But this is really great. I absolutely love this for you. 1000%. There's someone, are y'all really getting married? Some of y'all gonna get married or plan it or say like, yes, I'm finally gonna like propose. Let's get to your let's break it down now. Okay, let's break it down. So Taurus, look at you. All right, so this is such a big month that all of my notes don't even fit on the screen. So I have to actually scroll through them. How crazy. So let's get started. So the first week of March, we kick it off with the best weekend of March, by the way. And I talked about that last week with the Sun sextiling Jupiter. That's on March 1st. That's so nice. That's amazing. Y'all, come on. It's a very harmonious aspect. And as you know, Taurus, Jupiter is in your first house. Jupiter is in Taurus. So you are definitely going to feel this. There's something here. Remember, this is the peak of an aspect. This is like the heart. This is like a concentration of the aspect. So it could just even like it snowball into something bigger, but there's a day of optimism. Good luck. You could feel a lot of luck around this time. Something lucky could happen, but I really do love this for you. Then we do have a lot of other aspects. The ones that I want you, the first week is loaded, but we'll talk about it later. The big ones, the only ones that I really want you to pay attention to is on March 8th, Mercury conjuncting Neptune. This is magical. This is absolutely magical. Oh, just communicate this day. It's such a dreamy day, such a wonderful day. You could just have these really vivid, and pay attention to your dreams too on this day as well. You could be getting like a lot of intuitive messages, but even just messages. Remember, you have the Ace of Swords, so there could be some like a contract as well, or some powerful form of communication, something that's coming through that's really, really nice for you. But I absolutely love this. Again, this is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Now we get to the 9th. Okay, this is a big aspect. Luckily one of very few squares, right? But this is Mars squaring Uranus. Now remember, Mars is pretty aggressive and a little assertive, right? And remember, Mars is in Aquarius still at this point in your 10th house of Aquarius. So this could be something with career, public recognition, honors, achievements, social status, all of that. And Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet, but it is in your sign. And so you will feel this, especially in career. But it is a day, Aquarius is also like the rebellious one, right? So a lot of like rebellious energy here as well. Maybe not seeing eye to eye. There could be like something like competitive around this time. So just like power trips, power struggles, just stay frosty, be cool. Okay. Be really cool. I mean, this is like, don't poke the bear energy, but don't let bears poke you. Okay. This is, just one of those days where I said in another reading, a good example is like, my boss and I get on these like really intense Zoom calls where we talk over each other for like 30 seconds. It's like comical. I mean, like we're aware of it. That's the funny thing is like we're aware of it, but that's like a power trip thing there, right? But because this is Uranus, a planet of surprises, it's like there may be something that's surprising that comes up this time where you're just like, oh, I shouldn't do that, or something surprising that you're just like, I didn't see that coming. So just have like, be cool. Okay. Just have a dance off if you need to. All right. Be the, if it's someone else that you're just not seeing eye to eye with, like, and that person's being the Ryan Gosling of Barbie and doing this dance, like, rebellious dance. Be the Margot Robbie and have that compromise and be like, y'all, Ryan, come on, let's just see eye to eye. You don't have to dance this off. Now, the reason why this is going to be kind of nice is because the sun will actually sextile Uranus, all right? So it's almost like if there is anything that comes up around this time that's a little challenging or not seeing eye to eye or power trippy, could surprisingly just work out in your favor. So it is a time where some bears were poked, but they giggled. Just be cool this day. Just be cool this day. Now, the other thing is on the same day, Mercury will move into Aries. So Mercury is leaving Pisces, moving into Aries. This is your 12th house. Okay. So this is going to be a big thing for you. This is your subconscious, your intuition, imagination, creativity. But the 12th house is also like self-sabotage energy. It's also like hidden enemies and whatnot. But, there is this, level of depth in the 12th house. It is like the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. You have the planet of communication here. So it is just, and thinking and logic. So it's kind of like just merging those two to unroot things that you may feel is just taking up too much headspace or things that are just holding you back. But just remember, you could also be, really proactive about this, especially with it being in Aries. And then remember, this is happening for 2 months, but Mercury will retrograde in April, pretty much the entire month of April, to be honest. And so that is going to be like still more like self-reflection in that area. We'll talk about it more in April. Now let's see. Okay. So that's it. So yeah, let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. All right. For the first week of March. Your life is changing. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You're good. You're absolutely good. Remember I said Jupiter's in your sign. The sign is attributed to Jupiter. You're good. You're fine. Things are changing. A lot of new paths opening for you. Wheel of Fortune does that. Rings new path. It is a 10. 1 0 equals 1. New beginning. This is a month of new beginnings. All right. We haven't even gotten to the new moon in Pisces. But this is really great. Remember I said there's like that touch of fate and destiny. That's what this card is. And it's good fortune, it's good luck, but it's also karma. So remember to constantly be working with your karma. All right, to constantly be working with your karma. But this is really great. It brings stability. You even see the 4 fixed signs on the corners of the wheel here. You are a fixed sign. You're here. Like this is really great. Your life is. You're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Now, second week of March, we kick it off with a new moon in Pisces. So really big. Again, this is happening in your 11th house. Okay, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So if there is a time to set intentions, and let me remind you, the reason why people set intentions around the new moon is because we've been doing it for thousands of years. Think back to ancient cultures, civilizations. They did rituals around new moons. Set intentions around this time. The things that you want, really manifest things, okay? Because it is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams out of all the signs in your 11th house, okay? So Taurus, please take advantage of this new moon. It is a great one. It's very spiritual, very meditative, a lot of like a very like healing energy. It's like Tulum 20 years ago. I mean, this is really, really nice. All right. Remember, Pisces is like faith and healing, but also like that creativity. So I really like this. And on the same day, Mercury will sextile Pluto. So this is really interesting. There is something that could be like really revealed around this time, around the time of the new moon for you. All right. So keep that in mind. It could be a big thing. And again, it's something that could feel like really empowering for you. There's like a lot of mystery and secrets with Pluto. So things could be revealed, but remember Mercury is just now in your 12th house. So it's subconscious, something, but if it is in your personal world, it really could be a big thing. It's Pluto we're talking about. Okay. Like your lover could tell you that they're, Batman, and you're like, okay, now I get this, and this. Like, just be prepared. This is a big day. Now, on the 11th, which makes this a big week, Venus moves into Pisces. So your ruling planet moves into Pisces. This is absolutely amazing. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Venus does its best in Pisces. Venus does so good in Pisces. Venus does really, really well. Like, that's such if you are an artist, a creative type, any of that, like, that's like Venus. That's Pisces. Venus is, creativity, right? And, a lot of like imagination with Pisces. So really, really great aspect. And it's going to be here all month long. So I really love this for you. Again, if you are creative in any way, like you're an artist, a designer, a chef, whatever it is, like you will definitely feel this. But I really, really love this for you because it's also very social. And remember, this happening in your 11th house, which is very social. So just be social. Be very social around this time, and you'll love it. Now, and that's daylight savings day if you're in the U.S., by the way. Turn back your clocks. Or is it forward? Anyway, you know what I mean. Forward. It is forward. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of March. Five of Pentacles. All right, so this is actually a Taurus card. I hope you know that. So there is going to be a sense of like things happening for you, especially with all this energy that now you have a lot of planets in Pisces, a native ruler of the 12th house. Okay, now you also have all this buildup moving into Aries, Mercury moving into Aries. So there is going to be a sense of you being really deep, going really deep. And now it's time to identify what is the thing that's holding you back, who might be the person holding you back. There is a sense of like you recognizing that. And with all this energy in your subconscious, unroot things, okay? If you're gonna be in your unconscious, and what is, the subconscious? What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories, right? Including low energy frequencies like, fear and doubt. And remember I said the 12th house is self-sabotage energy. Anyway, like it's you feeling confident to unroot those things and move forward and knowing that you can, and really just like raising your, vibrations. Pentacles are your physical reality too. So remember, when you hold on to those energies, they do affect your physical body as well. And you don't want that, especially with, the full moon in lunar eclipse in Libra in your 6th house anyway at the end of the month. So you really want to release those energies. This is saying release those energies, because you could feel something like that, like even feeling again, with all this 12th house energy and with this card in particular, there could be a sense of loss, a feeling of loss, or feeling like I can't go any further. But again, those are low energy frequencies where you have to identify, okay, why? What is it? Let me think about this and let me fix it to move forward. All right. So keep that in mind. I'll even clarify that for you, because how much time we got? Let me clarify that for you. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You get, it's all about your headspace, your mindset. I mean, you did get the King of Swords. Okay. A lot of it could be, career related, but, and then remember you have the Devil in your crown anyway for your monthly spread. So you have to identify those things that are like holding you back. Okay. King of Swords is great, because once you do, you're like, boom, I got this, got clarity, head above the clouds. I feel very empowered, and Swords all about communication, logic, thinking, truth, things like that, right? So you're going to be fine. Being honest with yourself. He is the only king that looks directly at you, okay? Speaking of honesty, he's true to himself. He's not hiding anything. He's not hiding behind anything. And he's definitely not running from anything either. Like, he is not going to leave that throne anytime soon. Even, you can even see his sword is tilted, meaning he's ready to strike. Get ready to strike and move forward. You have the Ace of Swords in your final outcome. So you're going to do it. Okay. I'm going to, if you know, I'm bringing crystals over. Now, where are we? Third week. Okay. So the third week, and he is Aquarius. That's why I talked about, career. You still have a lot of energy in your 10th house of career. Now, the third week of March, big day, 17th, the Sun conjuncting Neptune. We're going to talk about this a lot more in the weekly spread, but this day's like a fairy tale. It's all about imagination here. It's a big day, okay? And a really high day of like high compassion, a lot of compassion around this day. You're going to feel this. You're going to be in a fairy tale this day. I love it. Now, on the 19th, we have the two big things. Spring equinox, all right? If you live in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern hemisphere, and Sun moving into Aries. So we officially move into Aries season, which is really, really, really big. The Sun is exalted in Aries. The Sun does well in Aries. It is a far cry from last month with the Sun in Aquarius. And that was, the Sun is detriment in Aquarius. And I'm not even going to get too much into that, but you're just going to feel a huge shift. Really big. You will appreciate this, basically. You'll feel a lot more driven, a lot more passionate toward the things that you want. And again, new beginnings. It's all about new beginnings. Now on the 21st, I like this for you. The sun sextiling Pluto. I actually love this for you. There is going to be this sense of like empowerment. It's almost like you just kicking down a door, to your boss's door and saying, I want that raise. Like, this is really big. Okay. You're just going to feel a lot of confidence. Like, you will get noticed. You're going to want to be heard. You're going to be heard. Okay. Especially with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords here. Now, on that same day, Venus will conjunct Saturn. So there is a sense of like, almost, it's really interesting. Okay. It's like you could be having a lot of fun and things could be really good. You're being very social, but Saturn is now saying like, okay, like let's get back to work a little bit and focus on your hopes and wishes and dreams. And let's just get things. It could even be around friendships where you feel like, okay, I really have to think about this, or a group you belong to, organization you belong to. But on the 22nd, and again, we'll talk about that more in the weekly. On the 22nd, March 22nd, Mars moves into Pisces. So at this point, we have Venus and Mars in Pisces. So you see, we have Venus, Mars, and Saturn, and Neptune. Like, they're all in Pisces. So here's the thing: they're not only going to be here all of for the rest of the month. Venus and Mars together, okay, in Pisces. They're going to be here all of April too. This is a really big thing. Remember, this is your hopes and wishes and dreams. This is also your social network. And so again, it's just like you're getting a really big boost. Mars is giving you a really big boost, and you could feel and it could be like spiritually too. Remember, that's what Pisces, like, with Pisces energy and your imagination. But remember, Mars is very assertive, and it really is just like Venus is I mean, these two just bring this chemistry that you're going to really like, okay, for you'll feel it for the number of weeks that they're here. But again, it's just a lot of drive and ambition and just like go-getting toward the things that you want, and a lot of activity around friendships and groups you belong to. Now, oh, and then on the 24th, oh, you should write this one down. This is great for you. Venus sextiling Jupiter. Oh my gosh, your ruling planet, by the way, that again happens to be in your house of hopes and wishes and dreams and whatnot. Sextiling Jupiter, which is in your sign, the planet of good luck and good fortune in your sign. This is a great day. This is a really, really great day for you. You could find like a lot of luck this day. But in terms of like matters of the heart, if you're single, oh my goodness, this is a day. Remember, luck and love here and romance here. So a lot that could be happening. Now let's see what's going on for you for the third week of March. Oh, if you are single, you better get out there. You got the Knight of Cups. Wow. Very nice. There is, what I love about the Knight of Cups, he is Pisces. Okay. So Venus and Mars in Pisces, really, really nice. There, a lot of forward momentum here now. Okay. And it could be even, two things here. Well, remember, you do have the Two of Cups in the heart of your spread. And so now with the Knight of Cups showing up, yeah, a lot of y'all, if you are single, go out there. You could meet your soulmate. You could meet your partner in crime. Okay. You could definitely have some really good, fun moments. Remember to be social this month. Secondly, Knight of Cups is such a like dreamer. He's such a romantic. So he's really into the art. So there could be a lot of creative energy too, as well. A lot of movement. Remember, this is a big month for that. So a lot of like movement in terms of creativity, and if you are an artist, a lot of like even things that are just going to fill your cup, right? That's what the Knight of Cups is. He just wants to be emotionally fulfilled. And again, this is a very emotionally moving month as well. I love this for you. The third week's going to be really nice for you. Well, every week's going to be really nice for you. Last week is the big full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. That is going to be on the 25th. All right. Depending on where you live, 25th, 26th. So March 25th, 26th. Remember, again, there is something that's got to go around this time, and we're talking full stop. Like, this is like something's gonna go. And yeah, remember I said there's like a touch of destiny and fate involved with this, so it could even be things that you again may just may not do yourself and something is like coming to an end, but again, you want to have a little bit of the power in what's happening, but there is something coming to an end for something new to begin. You've got to make room for these new things that you want in your life. Okay, so I honestly like just even not even during this eclipse, but the entire month, I want you to ask yourself, like, what is your purpose, right? What do you want? And that's going to give you so much insight and put you in this place where you really, you create this like path to your enlightenment. Okay. And I don't want you to think it's like a bad thing, by the way. Lunar eclipses, it's just a really strong full moon. And so with full moons, they come completion anyway, conclusion, turning points that could happen. So really just think about a book. You got to finish one chapter to get to the other, right? So there is something that it's all about moving forward, and something's got to come to an end, but it's definitely going to be something where you may have a moment of clarity where you're just like, what is not serving me well? What do I want to put to like have closure in? Like, what has reached like fatigue? Like, what is something that is in my way? And I know that it is. So it is something that you may have to move on from. You can even think about what happened around October 14th when we had the solar eclipse in Libra. There could have been some activity around there. So you may know what it is, but just know this eclipse is liberating for you. Okay. Now on the 28th, Venus sextiling Uranus. Again, I love this for you. All right. Because remember, we just had Venus sextiling Jupiter, and now we have Venus sextiling Uranus. Both Jupiter and Uranus are in your sign. You, out of all the signs, will feel this really strongly. Venus is your ruling planet. So Venus sextiling Uranus, this is just like, you could have like a sliding doors moment. You can meet your soulmate like in a random, like, I don't know, ice cream shop, like in Narnia. It doesn't matter. It's just like, this is one of those like kismet days. Like Uranus is all about surprises. Remember that, and breakthroughs. So I really like this. It's, even if you're not single, if you're not here for love or any of that, it could just be something that could be money related. It could be something about you and your personal empowerment, but really, really love this. So let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for the last week of, well, that card fell. So we're going to use that as a clarifier, for the last week of March. Oh, you're good. You got the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. You got things coming to fruition, things that you want. This is a card of total satisfaction. You are good. The other thing about this card, it is attributed to Jupiter in Pisces. This is a Pisces card. Remember, we got so much planets in Pisces in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. And this is the Wish Come True card. This is, I say, it's like the genie in a bottle energy. You see him sitting there like a genie from a bottle. All right. A lot of enlightenment. And then clarified with the card that came out was the 8 of Wands. Things moving fast for you. Things just something landing too. You're good. Remember how I said with the 2 of Wands in your future, planning things, right? Planning things. Like, wands don't like to be bolted down, so you can't stay there forever. You eventually got to go. Oh, you're going. Look at these wands. So enlivening and so much enthusiasm in this card, but they're just so free and completely aligned. So everything aligning for you now. Everything aligning for you. Like, you're good. Great month. Taurus, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Oh my goodness. We're reaching the 50-minute mark. Who am I? Taurus. Okay. I'll see you. I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.